afraid to touch anything now. Hi, everybody. We had to do huge triage on my computer just now, which sort of crashed, and all my camera stopped working, and everything stopped working for the last almost 40 minutes. So I'm really sorry that I'm late. Normally I would try to go overtime, but today I can't. So I have something that has to be done between readings and class. So anyway, I'll make it up to you somehow. Thank you for your patience. I'm here. Can you guys see me okay? Because my view is totally different than it normally is, because we're kind of operating with a different program just to try and get something live. Otherwise I was going to have to cancel readings altogether. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Because we've kind of jerry-rigged this together. Can you see me? Can anybody, you guys can see me and hear me okay? I just want to make sure before I go forward. We're good? Okay. Okay, good. Well, welcome in, and thank you for your patience. These things can't be avoided, but they are certainly stressful. It was Nick to the rescue, who did a great job of trying to get me something so I could be live with you today. So I'm going to take a deep breath. I'm going to ask my spirit guides to help me be a good, clear, and focused channel for you. I'm going to ask your spirit guides to help me receive what I need to receive to be able to read for you today. And I'm going to ask that only wisdom and information in service of your highest good, there we are, is allowed to be expressed and received and transmitted today. And we give thanks for wisdom already on its way today to us. I have two different decks I'm reading from today. One is the wisdom cards from Louise Hay. These were so powerful for us. I wanted to do a part 2 with those. And again, I may have to constantly refocus the camera, so bear with me. The other deck, and I'm just going to kind of use my intuition. This is from one of your classmates. Made this deck. It's so awesome. It's cats. And I've never had one of my students give me an oracle deck before. So these are made by Joanne, and the website is Healing Pause. Healing Pause, like P-U-S-E, and then pause. So I might give you a cat card, or I might give you a wisdom card. So stay tuned. I think either way, it's going to be a fun day, and the pictures are awesome. Wait till you see. Are you ready? Okay, so I'm going to dive right in. Here we go. There's Joanne. There are your cards, cutie. Joanne, you're so talented. And if anybody else in the group has a set of oracle cards that you've written, I would love to use your cards in readings. So all you have to do is send them to me, and I would be so honored to work with your cards. I know. All right, I'm going up in the feed. Spirit wants me to go backward. Where am I going, Spirit? Hi, Vet. Nice to see you today. Let's see. Christy Louise. It's Christy Louise's birthday today. Hi, Christy. Happy birthday to you. Wishing you a beautiful turnaround this sun. And so for Christy, let's see what wisdom comes for you for the year ahead. You're getting the Use Your Intuition card. And it says on the back, use your intuition, open your third eye. Actively pay attention to what your intuition is telling you. This information comes from the universe and your guides. They are here to support you. Listen to them. And this is Moxie. Moxie lives with her person, Donna, in Williamsburg, Virginia, and she was born in 2016. You get to learn about your cat. Isn't that sweet? That's one of my favorite things about the deck. Although I think it's an excellent deck. Okay, so Christy, Spirit is talking about letting them take the lead this year. Did you find yourself trying to fix, change, and solve last year? Spirit's talking about surrendering more this year. Is that part of your medicine? Surrendering, letting go, letting what is be, right? And trusting the process more. I know it can be really scary. I struggle with this too. But what I'm getting is that this year there's a lot ahead of you. You have a lot of work to do this year, the guides are saying. And that work, I think, will be easier if you trust the process and can really let go and surrender and soften into it. So I hope that's helpful for you as a birthday reading. Aww. Okay. It is tough medicine, I know. I'm so glad you guys are here. I'm glad you're excited too. Okay. It was a heavy full moon, Carla. I experienced it the same way. April Beer is here. Where are you, April? There you are. I would love... Hold on, I just had you. Come back, April. I would love a card today. If you feel called, I could use some guidance. Let's see what's coming up for April. April. Oh, I love this card for you, April. It says, I allow others to be themselves. And on the back it says, I do not try to heal my friends. I do my own mental work and heal myself. This is the best thing I can do for others. Isn't that true? Letting go of judgment is what the guides are talking about to me for you, April. You need to not judge others and not judge yourself. I know it's hard. That's always my work too. And as humans, we're so like conditioned to judge ourselves and conditioned to judge others, you know, consciously or subconsciously, we all do it. But sometimes bringing our awareness to our habit of doing it is a really powerful way of moving in the world. So see what happens when you don't judge. But in order not to judge, we have to allow things to be and unfold as they are without trying to, you know, assess or change. It's big wisdom too. Maybe it's a big wisdom day today. Yeah, it's a good reminder. And honestly, like I'm saying, April, this is so a reminder for me too, you know. It's just so easy to get into that place. All right. Let's see. Oh, you're so welcome. Christina Ortiz, that's fantastic news. I'm so happy for you. All right, Sarah Briner, struggling with committing to a healthier lifestyle. I know that too. No matter what I do, I fall off the wagon. Would love a reading. What do I need to know that I don't already? I want to alchemize and turn it around for the good. Let's do this. I love it. Sarah. The guides are like, let me get a card. Let me give her a card. This world is our heaven on earth. In the new millennium of the Aquarian age, we are learning to go within to find our Savior. We are the power we are looking for. Each one of us is totally linked with the universe and with life. Isn't that true? You have what you need. Figure out what you want and then trust the universe to help you find the pathway there. When we are falling off the wagon of whatever that wagon is, whether it's healthy eating or being nicer to ourselves or whatever it is, it's usually because we're not yet in alignment with that frequency. We want to be, right? I'm sure you want to be, but you may not yet be in alignment with that frequency. So this may sound really like not smart or helpful. I hope it is, but I don't know if it'll sound that way. But it has also worked for me, is ask to be placed in alignment with that frequency. For example, when I'm trying to change how I eat, which I've been doing over the last month, and I feel so much better. I was bloated and just tired, and so I really changed the way I eat this month. I haven't had any dairy, really no sugar to speak of other than natural sugar, like fruit sugar or maple syrup, very little. And I have felt so much better. I've slept better. I've got more energy. I've lost a little weight. So I asked to be placed in alignment with an energy that will help me eat better. and I did that so that it would be effortless, right? Because if you're in alignment with it, then you don't want what you're not supposed to have. But you have to, the alignment piece has to come first. That's why I always tell people you can't ever do anything for anybody else. It won't last, right? If you try to lose weight for somebody else, if you try to, I don't know, do your makeup a certain way for other people and stuff, it won't be a habit that you form because you're not in alignment with it. You're doing it for some other reason. It has to come from within you. So ask to be placed in alignment with the frequency of whatever. I don't know what your wagon is, and I don't know what healthier lifestyle means for you. It may have nothing to do with food. It may have to do with, you know, your emotional state, or it may have to do with your how you think, or I don't know what your change you're making. But ask to be placed in alignment with that change, and it won't seem quite so hard. It's almost like greasing the wheel. It's really important. It's the step that most people miss, and it's the reason why change is not sustainable. Happy birthday, Jamie. It's her birthday tomorrow. Hi, Jamie Bow. She says, thank you for being here today. Well, thank you for seeing me today. Let's do a birthday reading for Jamie and see what your card for this it's a big year. A lot of you with birthdays this year, I felt this way. For the two of you with birthdays today, tomorrow, I'm getting the same message for you. It's a big year for you. And again, big work ahead this year. Big achievement this year is ahead of you too. Let me get a card. Jamie. You're going to be recognized for something this year. It feels really good. I have chills thinking about it. Might be a surprise. Sounds like your good is coming back to you. I like that. And look at the card. I am a natural winner. Woohoo! As someone going through menopause, that's not something I say to myself every day these days. I'm a natural winner. Here's what the card says. I only listen to the winners. People who know what they are doing and who live a joyous, loving, prosperous life. Wouldn't it be nice if we only had to listen to that voice? The energy of this year is going to bring you some really bright moments, and they used to have this saying, like, if I could save time in a bottle, from that song, I think you can save energy in a bottle. And I think when we have these years, like it feels like you are going to have, where there's achievement and success, capture that, bottle it, write it down, describe it, let your body have what we call a somatic or a physical experience of that, so that when you need the reminder of what that energy feels like, you will remember. Because there's going to be some really, really sweet and exciting moments ahead of you. Which is pretty great. I'm ready for that. It's good stuff. Thank you for that, Hula Hoop and Flow. Look at that. I love that so much. All right, Ursula Black, here we go. Hey girl, hey. She says, hi, I would love a reading for my upcoming Saturn return situation. Whoop. Saturn return. Let's see what's coming up for you, Ursula. Remember, the second one is sweeter. Doesn't tend to hit us like a shit ton of bricks like the first one does, because the first one catches everybody off guard. It's like, wait, what? And then the second one, we're like, yeah, I know how to do change. I'm good. This feels like good wisdom for how to move through it. I accept all parts of myself. I look in the mirror and say, I love and accept myself exactly as I am. The Spirit's saying that there's a softening coming in you. It's going to attract some new people into your life. This is ages, show me what this is, Spirit, 60, 61, 62, 63. Yeah. There's an interesting phase coming. Let me just tell you what they're saying. You almost wouldn't believe it. There's a softening coming. You have felt like you couldn't be this soft before. I don't know what that means. This is what they're saying. You had felt like you couldn't be this soft before, but it'll be safe for you to do it now. And it will attract new people into your life who are vibrating on that same frequency. It's a different frequency for you. It could really change the picture. Ultimately, you'll decide how much you want the picture to change. That feels really good, doesn't it? All right, they're telling me to go back to Joanne's deck. Back I go. Was it intense, Sherry? Interesting. All right, Kelsey Willoughby. God, the computer's being so weird today. Bear with me, guys. It's like jumping and stuff. Hold on. There's Kelsey. Okay, there's Kelsey. Stay there, Kelsey. She said, I would love my first reading if you feel called. Kelsey, Kelsey, Kelsey. Be curious. In fact, be nosy. Let your nose guide you forward to see all the adventures of life. Be inquisitive but gentle. Take on a challenge to enjoy the process. The outcome does not matter. Enjoy life. John Deere lives with his person Bill in Guinea Station, Virginia. He was born in 2009. This is John Deere. And he is doing that thing. He is being inquisitive but gentle. Have you not been enjoying this process? I'm listening to Spirit. You do need to find deeper joy. You've been missing it a little bit. And that's okay. A lot of us have. Inner child work is what they're talking about. Going back and reconnecting with something that used to bring you all the joy. Even if it seems, and all of a sudden I feel like I want to cry. Even if it seems like, oh, I wouldn't enjoy that anymore, like me with roller skating, right? Like, I started trying to roller skate again just because it used to bring me so much joy, and it's not my favoriteest thing to do right now, but you know, it still was fun to put on a pair of roller skates and cruise around a little bit and play. You know what I mean? It like reconnected me with inner child, because this is work that you need to do. There's a remembering of joy that needs to happen for you, Kelsey. It's really important that you make that a priority this year. And even if it feels selfish, I guess maybe it would feel selfish to you, the guys are saying, but sometimes being selfish is not a bad thing. We've made it a bad thing in our culture. But in fact, in order to be happy, we have to be a little bit selfish, because what I've learned, maybe your life is different, but what I've learned is if I don't put my happiness first, nobody else is going to do it. It's not like my kids are going to stop and go, we need to make sure mom's happy. It's not their responsibility, right? It's my responsibility. So I have to find a way to prioritize my happiness, and sometimes that means putting me first. Not all the time. I'm usually last, but sometimes I am first. And that's okay to do that, right? Okay. Woo. Let's see, where are we going? Rhonda Clavel. Guidance and message from Spirit, please. Hi, Rhonda. Let's do this. Let's see what's coming up for you, Rhonda. Breathe. This is Ren, by the way, and Ren lives in, is it Port Coquitlam in Canada, with her person Joanne, and she was born in September 2016. Take a few minutes to breathe, catch your breath before you jump into any new situation, including life. Be cautious yet courageous. Assess the situation before jumping in, but then give it your all. I don't know what Spirit's talking about. Rhonda Clavel, you'll have to tell me if this makes sense to you. They're talking about trying or trying harder, or you've been trying harder. And it's time to start just being. It feels like energetically what they're showing me is like you exerting a lot of effort around something, and I don't know that effort is what's needed. it's this, whatever this is they're describing to me isn't something that you have to try to do or make it happen or work harder or anything like that. In fact, the best thing you can do in this situation is what they're saying is to really try to let it be and breathe through it and create space around it to hold it. This isn't an effort thing. This is an energy thing, the guides are saying. Do you know what they're talking about? It's interesting, right? Oh, I'm so glad. I am so glad you're here, and I'm glad you're looking forward to. Shalyn Robers, let's go in. Hi, Shalyn. Let's go back. Hold on, stay there, Shalyn. The computer, like, as soon as I get to you, it jumps. Oh, Ren is your baby. I think you told me that, Joanne, in your card. That's right. Ren is Joanne's baby. Ren's a cutie. Did I pronounce your city correctly? I really apologize if I didn't. There's some cities where the names are kind of complicated, and I do my best, but I probably screwed it up. All right, Shalyn Robers, let's see what's going on with you today. Shalyn. It's John Deere again. Be nosy. It's a cute little nose, isn't it? Let your nose guide you forward to see the adventures of life. Be inquisitive but gentle. Take on a challenge to enjoy the process. The outcome does not matter. Enjoy life. All right, spirit guides. They're talking about play with you. It's a little bit different read on this card for you. It always is, right? It can be the same card for two different people, but the energy is not the same. You need to play a little bit more. You've been taking things really seriously, the guides are saying. Some things have been serious, and you've had to do some serious things. So this is not a critique, the guides are saying. But it is time to lighten up a little bit. Are you sleeping okay? They're talking about your REM sleep, needing greater REM cycles. Because a lot of our spiritual work happens in dream time, and if we're not sleeping, resting, really getting into REM state, doesn't matter if you remember your dreams or not, that's not the issue, but you need to be able to have dreams, because dreams are that portal between the worlds. Better sleep, more play, lightening up, taking it a little bit more easy. This year, the guides are saying there'll be support for you for this. Last year was a rough one for you. There will be easier moments this year and more opportunities for you, I think, to do this. But you're also going to my point earlier, you're going to have to make it a priority. That's what the guys are saying. This is going to have to be something that you do and that you create space for. But it's really important for you this year. Ooh, not sleeping well at all. Yeah. Do you do anything for that? You know, like if I lived near you, I would drop off some things. My best recommendation if you're not sleeping well is to really look at your nighttime routine. Magnesium bath before sleep is really helpful for empaths because it helps us to literally soften the muscles and tissues, but it also softens the energy field. And you can use some essential oils are really good for that. Copaiba is nice for that. Lavender is great for that. Petitgreen is really nice for that too. Winding down your evening a little bit earlier, the guides are saying for you. And making it a sleep ritual before bed is very important. CBD gummies help. If they're legal where you are, THC gummies help. Not too much because it can actually make it difficult to sleep too. It's like you got to find your right balance. I like a THC CBD combo. But anyway, hopefully these are helpful suggestions. There are obviously non-medicinal options too. That's why I love magnesium. Nice Epsom salt bath. Add some Dead Sea salts in there too, which will really, help your skin too while you're at it. Yeah. All right, Alexis Rogers. Yeah, herbal tea too, like Danielle Panic says. And it depends on what you love, right? But you can just get the basic sleepy time tea is nice. It's got what you need. Add a little melatonin. There's just different things you can do that are easy. Diffuse some oils too before you go to bed. All right, Alexis Rogers, how are you? I love those butterflies. I saw 2 butterflies today, Alexis, in my garden, which this time of year I normally don't yet, so. All right, Alexis. All right. Oh, I like this. My mind is a powerful healing tool. Every illness holds a lesson for me to learn. You have learned something from your health in the past. Okay, I'll tell you what they're saying. As you think, so you become, right? So in this process of transformation that you're going through, this is what the guides are saying. It's very important to be clear about who you want to become, too. And there's a lot of different ways to do that. I like to journal about it and kind of let myself just kind of write whatever comes into my head. Like, I want to become more, and then fill in the blanks. I want to become more generous, more calm, more compassionate, more passionate, more, whatever it is for you. Some of your thoughts are not in alignment with where you want to go. So now is a process of awareness for you. And again, at some point we all have to do this. We all have to look at what we are saying and doing and intending and make sure it's in alignment with the destination. But this feels like it's about who you're becoming more than anything. Yeah. Which is exciting. I mean, we recreate ourselves all the time, but most people don't do it intentionally. You know what I mean? They let circumstances dictate who they become, but I really believe in being intentional about your personal evolution, and you're definitely in the process right now. I can feel that. Okay. Oh, interesting. Geneva's just talking about butterflies. I love that. Oh, Jess, I love that so much. Came to him on a rainbow. I don't rinse after my baths. Is that bad? Am I supposed to rinse? Am I dirty? Yeah, that's a good reminder too, Tanya. Okay. Let's see. Brooke Johnson. I was looking for someone. There you are. Hi, Brooke. Brooke. Let's see what's going on with you today. Letting stress go. I like this card. I am my own unique self. Everyone is unique and different. If we are like other people, then we are not expressing our own specialness. It's true. It is so true. They're talking about expectations. Are you struggling with expectations? Expectations are not the keys to success. In my experience, expectations don't work well with the universe. Intentions do, but expectations are different. Expectations almost bring a sense of entitlement. And the universe, in my experience, kind of resists entitlement. And I don't know why that is. It's just been my experience. You have really high expectations of yourself. You have high expectations of other people too. But they're talking about stress. Is it causing you stress? Some of this needs to be let go. Being a little bit gentle with yourself. Yeah, and make space for serendipity is the word they're using, for things just to unfold naturally as they're meant to. I'm kind of a type A person, so I've always been that way. It's double fire, right? So I often have to create space for serendipity. Otherwise it's like, where's the surprise in life? And the universe, I think, is trying to surprise you. So make space for that. Okay. That was a good one, wasn't it? Yeah, the square deck is the Wisdom cards by Louise Hay, and the cat deck is by Joanne in our community, and her website is Healing Pause, 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 PAWS.com. Super fun. Let's see. Hillary, I would love to have a card pull around money matters. I've changed my relationship with it, how I talk about it, and I have deep manifestations for it, and I feel it coming, but I don't know when. The universe is always keeping us guessing. Isn't it, Hillary? Hillary, Hillary, Hillary. I am willing to release the need for this condition. I take a nice deep breath and release all resistance to healing. That to me feels like let go of the timing, which I know is so hard. Letting go of the timing. But that does feel like part of the medicine of this, isn't it? This year we'll see some part of that manifestation unfolding. It will see part of it. It won't see all of it, I don't think. Is that right? But part of it. And, but enough to keep you motivated, I think, for you to see. The guides are saying you already see part of this, so I don't think it's like all coming. I think part of it's unfolding already, but there is part of it that's happening. There's still some refining to do around your relationship and thinking and processing around money, they're saying. But there always is. I still catch myself, and I know what I'm doing, you know what I mean? So I have no excuse. But I still catch myself sometimes saying things where it's like, you know, because we're conditioned. And I wasn't raised in a household with a super healthy relationship to money. I was raised in a household where people were afraid of money. Too much of it, and they'd have to change their lifestyle, not enough of it, and they couldn't take care of their family. You know what I mean? It was just like always fear around it, so I had to completely change that dynamic. Yeah. So keep refining. Let go of timing. Let's see. There's Bianca. Hi, Bianca. Well, thank you for your post. Thank you for that. I thought you were asking for a reading. I would love to read for you, Bianca. All right, Luna Logan, would love a card for this super transitory phase of my life. Not sure if I should start planning or keep surrendering. I'm not laughing at you. It's just like, God, I've been there. It's like the eternal question, right? Should I surrender? Should I plan? Should I surrender? Should I plan? Should I surrender? Should I plan? Luna Logan. Luna. Both is what they're saying. I like this card from Joanne's deck. Be vulnerable. Look at that cat's face. It says, allow yourself to be vulnerable with those who love you. This may not be easy to do when you want to react as they come close. Accept their love. Do not set them up for an attack. Resist the instinct to push them away. Don't grab or bite. Be gentle when others come close, and they will be gentle with you. I love that. By the way, this is Yukiri, and she lives with her person, Lindsay, in Littleton, Colorado, and she was born in 2016. Just love that. So this is interesting, Luna. It's both. The guides are funny. They're like, the liminal phase stuff is not your favorite, huh? The being in between, the not here, not there stuff. I find it exciting, the liminal space stuff, because I know what it is now. I've been through it enough times, and so I know it usually comes right before something kind of exciting. So I've learned to love it. But I know for a lot of people, it's like, I either want to be here or there, but I don't want to be in between. See if you can learn to enjoy this part of your process, because it is neither planning nor surrendering, and yet it's both, right? And so being in that in-between space where you are right now is a place of immense creativity and possibility, but it's all about perspective. because the other way to see it is just as a big, stressful shit show. But I prefer to see it as a really powerful threshold before manifestation happens. But how you choose to see that phase is up to you. My rule in life is I always plan. I mean, I have a 1-year plan, a 5-year plan, a 10-year plan. Right now, I have all of it. I have a 20-year plan. I have a 30-year plan. I know exactly what I want to do after Sage Goddess and everything, all laid out. But I also know that could completely change, and I'm totally open to just letting the universe drive. But I also know if I don't give the universe some kind of blueprint, sometimes it manifests on my behalf and not exactly in the ways that I want. So I do both. I surrender and I plan. I plan with no expectations, I guess, is what I would say. Feels like that would be good for you too. Oh, good, Jeanette. I love that. She said the readings are resonating with her today. Yeah, that cat had its tail up over its little, patootie. Okay, where am I going, Spirit? Carla Bacchus, hold on. Was that helpful? You're so welcome. I would love some guidance in any area. I'm going to do Carla's reading, and then I'm going to do a collective reading because we're at 3:05. And I just have one thing I have to get done before class, and I'm not going to be late for class. By hook or by crook, this computer will be fixed. So Carla says, I'm in the middle of releasing and letting go. And let's see what's coming up for you, Carla. Carla. Ooh, that jumped out. Let's go with it. I love this card. Check it out. I think you're going to like it too. I can heal myself on all levels. Healing means to make whole and to accept all parts of myself, not just the parts I like, but all of me. We're going to talk about this in class today, in fact. So the timing is really good. Today's class is going to be really, really good. It's a releasing ceremony. And it's our last one before we go into the next part of alchemy. So it's an important class tonight if you can make it. And if you can't be there live, you can watch the recording. It's okay too. So Carla, releasing and letting go, but also organizing and integrating at the same time, right? The guides are saying, don't be so quick to let go of parts of you that actually need to be integrated. Isn't that true and really powerful? Not everything needs to be let go. Some things need to be cleaned and put away in a different spot. That's what alchemy teaches us, right? And what I've learned is a lot of the parts of me that I thought I needed to let go, I just needed to reorganize and integrate in a different place, And so how might that be true for you as well? That's worth exploring and journaling about. Are there, as you're going through this process, are there things that maybe shouldn't be surrendered because they actually hold a gift? And that's the refinement process of alchemy, right? That's what we learn through dissolution and through separation, and then ultimately through the purification processes. No, there's things that on the face of it look like something that needs to be released, but ultimately it's something that needs to be maintained, but in a different form. Okay. Yeah, today was fun. We packed a lot in tonight, didn't it? Didn't we? We did. Okay, so this is a collective card for everybody who's here from Joanne's deck. And like I said, if any of you are writing decks or have a deck that you've written and you would like me to share it with our community, I'd be more than happy to do that. I think it's really cool. You know me, I have an Oracle deck problem. Never met one I didn't like. It's kind of like crystals. All right, so for the collective, everybody who's here now, everybody who will watch later, card to guide our work in this final week of April. I love this one, Joanne. I haven't pulled this one before. Just be sweet. That's what Annabelle wants you to know. Annabelle lived with her person, Kristen, in Wisconsin. She was born in May 2008, and she passed away in August of 2015. Annabelle. Just be sweet. Being sweet is a powerful thing. It can gently knock down walls and open hearts. Look at my pink nose. Doesn't that just give you a warm, fuzzy feeling? Feel into it. Connect with that loving and peaceful energy. If right now you're not able to provide sweetness to others, find somewhere to connect into it for yourself. Sweetness. Be sweet. The guides are saying kinder than necessary. Can we be kinder than necessary? Can it begin with us? Can we be kinder than necessary to ourselves first? For all that we've been through, you know, and all the work that remains, right? I like that a lot. Look at my nose. I know. If I had a cute little nose like that, I'd get up in people's faces too and make them look at it. Be gentle with yourself right now. Yeah. And this leads right into class because I'm going to be talking about this. You know, as we release and as we decide what stays and what we're ready to let go of, so we're not clinging, you know. This is a very important part of the spiritual process that we're in. And I do think it requires extreme tenderness with ourselves. Can we be gentle enough to find a way to navigate through it? Yeah. Yeah, I guess my t-shirt or my tank top kind of goes with it, right? I chose this one today, partly because it was clean. I only wash my clothes every like 2 weeks, and I don't like to put my clothes in the dryer, so it's a whole thing with my clothes, like hanging them up. And so anyway, Joanne, you sure treated us today to something real special with your cards, so thank you so much for gifting me a deck, and I've enjoyed working with them for myself too. You did a really nice job, so I want to congratulate you on that. Yeah, so this is your colleague, Joanne. She is one of your soul sisters here, and the link to her deck is up at the top if you'd like it. And I shared it with you today in part because I love it, and in part because I just think it's really cool that you guys make your own deck, and I want to support you in that effort. So cheers, as you should. It's not easy to make a deck if you've never made one. It seems easy maybe, but it's not. And so nicely done. Good on you, Joanne. Cheers and cheers and cheers. And then the other deck was by Louise Hay, who I think did a beautiful job too on these wisdom cards. And these are from Amazon. All right, cheers, you guys, and thank you for being here. I want to thank my spirit guides and yours. Pay attention to your dreams. More may come through in the overnight hours. Make sure you're getting enough rest. I'm glad that we talked about some solutions for dream time because it's so important, especially right now in this phase of alchemy. And with that, amen, aho, so it is. It is 3:07, and we will start right at 4 p.m. with session 4 for April, and I can't wait. We have such a great class. So we'll be working with our cauldron today and our tears of releasing and any other tools you want to bring. I'm going to have some fresh flowers there, and and I'll be explaining why. So if you want to go and get some fresh flowers or a few leaves from your garden or just something that's still alive, has the energy of spring if you're here in the north, or maybe has the energy of fall if you're in the south, feel free to bring that too. Any other essential oils you want to bring, anything that has meaning to you is good to include in your cauldron. And I will see you for our final ceremony for April in just a few minutes.